Hello, my loves, and welcome to today's reading. Go ahead and take a deep breath in as I cleanse the space, and then we'll get started. I hope you're doing fantastic. Keep in mind that these are general readings, okay? So they may or may not resonate with everybody. It's a collective reading. So I'm just picking up on the energy that shows up through the cards. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Trust your intuition always, okay? All right, you guys. So as soon as I laid the cards out, there was this very interesting energy of a lot of conflicting things all happening at once. Okay, so this could be many different things. We're going to talk about all of them. The main thing that showed up is the fact that you're very confused. Okay, there's this energy of not knowing what to do, of overthinking, of not being able to, you're kind of like, man, when is my life going to get better? Okay, that's the energy that's coming through here. Now, the first thing that came is thinker and never ending story. That's telling me that you are obsessing over a situation that happened in your past, and you're pretty much setting your life aside just to you're you're overthinking about something. Okay, you're not focusing on anything else, or you're kind of numb to life. Okay, you've been thinking about what happened, you don't know where to turn, you don't know what to do, and it feels like you're out of control. Okay, you don't have any control over the situation, and it's driving you crazy. Okay, now in terms of never ending story, this is telling me that this situation has happened before, um and it keeps happening. It's almost like a lesson that you haven't learned, and it keeps showing up in your life. For some of you, you could be dealing with a man, okay? For others, it has to do with the law and a situation like a court case, something to do with the law. We're gonna get into that in just a minute. But with never ending story, again, you're very confused, you're very frustrated. 44 and 37 in terms of numbers, if that means anything to you. You're very conflicted, you don't know where to turn. The bottom of the deck here is the Two of Swords, and what I'm getting here is that Three of Wands, you're sort of just waiting for things to change, because you know that you have no control over the situation, and you're hoping that it will solve itself out. Okay, a lot of emotions, a lot of secrets, a lot of um, deeply rooted emotions that you're not really talking about, that you're keeping within because you really have nobody to talk to about the situation. I don't know if it's fear of judgment, but it's almost like even if you talk about it, it's not like they can help you anyways. Okay, and so yeah, okay, so let's go back to, there you go, back to thinker and never ending story. Now, for those of you who are dealing with the law, okay, we're going to go ahead and clarify, but there is something that's an injustice that was done to you. Okay, oh, my camera's shaking. There you go. There was something that was done to you that was not fair, that you think was not fair. This thing is not making you sleep at night. You're constantly thinking about it, you're really stressed out about it. It's causing a lot of distress in your life, and you're not able to move forward, or just, move away from the situation, from this mindset, from what has happened. Okay, now if it is a court case, for some of you it might have to do with children. Okay, again, very specific, take what resonates, please. Don't assume that it's your story, just go with the flow and see what resonates for you. But in general, there's this injustice, yeah, again with the kids. There's something that was done to you, it could be family as well, that you don't think it's fair, and that is not allowing you to relax and go with the flow of life. Okay, you're really, there's a lot of stress coming through. You're sleepless nights, you're not sleeping well. um mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's move forward to the Queen of Swords. Now, so, okay, what I'm getting here is that in the past there was a situation that had to do with the law, maybe children, something that was unfair that was done to you, okay? And that you have no control over. Now, in a I feel like you're coming through with the energy of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Of getting revenge. Okay, you're looking for revenge. You want things to be done right. You're not happy with how things went, and so you want to do something to change it. You're being really smart about it, though. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts, a lot of time spent processing thoughts, and I feel like that's why you can't sleep at night, because you keep thinking about what you can do to take back your control and, you know, not necessarily fix the situation, but at least alleviate the stress that it's causing you. Okay, you're wanting to take matters into your own hands because you are somebody who doesn't like when someone else has control over you. Okay, and I feel like in your life you've had a lot of people having control over you and you're just done with it. Okay, you can't handle that anymore. That's not you anymore. That was the old version of you who put up with a lot of shit, but that's no longer you. And so you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in this moment. Very, you might be distancing yourself from people because you tend to be really angry. You tend to have a lot of, you tend to communicate in a matter that is very sharp, very hurtful, and that again has to do with what you are dealing with overall in your life in general. Okay, and so you're showing up as this very, very intelligent, very sharp, very straightforward, no bullshit, um present, okay, person. Now let me see here what else we have with the Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah. So you are guarded, and that's why you're showing up as very, very defensible, you're trying to protect yourself because when you opened up, things didn't necessarily go as planned. Okay, you opened up, you were hurt, and now you're trying to protect your energy. Understandable. I mean, nobody can blame you here. And so this is why you're cutting people out of your life, you're removing, um, you're pretty much removing people from your life who no longer serve you, who are not doing you any good. Again, there's this energy of you dealing with a man, okay? And also, the energy that showed up is the club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. I don't know if this already happened, that you did something against your own will, and this is what caused the entire situation to blow up, and the law got involved and all that. But in general, there's someone that's being, let's just say, not honest with you, and that's making you do something that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, and I feel like now you are understanding that if there's people in your life that are not truthful, okay, you're removing them. And with the Queen of Swords, she is sharp. She cuts people out of her life left and right if it doesn't serve her purpose. Okay, and so with this Nine of Wands here, very protective energy, very defensible, yeah, I think that's how you say very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Very guarded. There you go. Okay. Now moving down to the Empress here, there is this energy. So in your heart, you're wanting to be nurtured. Okay. You're tired of doing things for other people. You're tired of giving. You want to receive. Okay. You want to receive. And I think tying back to the Queen of Swords, you have removed people from your life who don't give you what you deserve and that are not, feeding your heart and your soul as well. Okay, you're pretty much like, I am done doing things for people if they're not doing things for me. Okay, this needs to be reciprocated. It needs to be a 50-50 kind of relationship, whether it's a friendship, family, partner, whatever it may be. You're understanding that you deserve more. And again, tying back to the Justice, you find this really unfair. You're like, why did this happen to me? This is a never ending story. Bad things keep happening to me. I don't know what's going on. Now, you're the kind of person who overthinks a lot. And mostly, I feel like you're the kind of person who thinks negatively about a lot of things that happen in your life. Okay. And so, for example, if you had an argument with somebody, you keep repeating this argument in your head over and over, or you create fights in your head, or you create things in your head that never even happened, but you're calling in that energy, okay, that negative energy. So try your best to avoid thinking about, watch your thoughts, okay? That's the message that's coming through here. Watch your thoughts, watch the way you react to things mentally. um, not everything is the way it seems. Not everything is necessarily negative or a bad thing in your life. Most things are meant to teach you lessons. And I know you're kind of like, what the fuck? I'm done with these lessons. I can't handle this anymore. It keeps happening. What am I not getting here? What was the lesson? Okay, totally get it. Now back to the Empress. So you're feeling you want to be nurtured, okay? You're done with people. You're starting to take care of yourself. We have the King of Swords, the five excuse me, the Five of Swords, and my favorite or least favorite, the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you're done with sneakiness. You're done with negative people. You want to just be on your own, focusing on your own things, solving your own problems. You're done talking to people about your life because they're not helping. If anything, they're just, they're keeping you stuck even more. And the other thing is that I feel like every time something bad happens to you and you tell somebody, they enjoy seeing you suffering. Okay, it's not like they're supporting you. They're kind of just, oh, poor you, oh no, oh, I'm sorry. That's not helping you. Okay, that's feeding your sadness, that's feeding your problems. You don't need none of that. Okay, you're perfectly capable of dealing with your stuff. You don't need you know the people that you have around you, they're not very honest, okay? And so you are again showing up as the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords here, removing those people from your life, taking back your control, taking back your power with the Empress, nourishing yourself, loving yourself, because you're finding out that there's no point in having people in your life if you feel alone anyways. Okay. All right, let's see. So there is the other thing that's coming through is this reunion, okay? This reunion that could be planned. You could be invited to go somewhere, okay? And there is one person in your life that it's going to give you good advice. I have the owl here. There's a good advice coming from a wise person. This could be an elderly, it could be, yeah, like an older person, or older than you. I don't know if it's family. I don't think it's family, but it's somebody you might have not met yet. Okay, so this is a new energy coming through, and it's just going to be for the time being. Okay, somebody that's going to not necessarily guide you through this, but give you a couple of words of advice that are going to mean a lot to you. Okay, and this is something that might have been said to you by another person in your life, and now the message is coming through another person. Okay, it's coming through again from another person. You could meet this person at this reunion that you have to go to. Okay, yeah, I'm picking up that it might be a man with gray white hair, maybe not a lot of hair actually. Yeah, okay, so there's this advice that you're going to get from an older person about this overall situation, or just general advice. Okay, now again, we have the King of Wands here. So the energy, actually, no, Seven of Pentacles first. Now, you're kind of like, you're done waiting, okay? You no longer want to wait. I totally get it. You're tired of waiting. You're tired of being patient. You hate being patient. You are somebody, you have a lot of fire within you, I feel, and you want to take control over a situation. But in this case, you're not being allowed to, because it's out of your hands almost. And so you are exhausted. You don't want to wait anymore. You've planted your seeds. You're like, okay, when's my fruit going to show up? Right? Let's see what else we have for the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Cups. It could also, it could also, you could also be dealing with, yeah, I feel like there's a man related in this story here. There's an energy, and okay, for some of you, it could be that you have not had a supportive partner in your life, even though you have done so much for others. You're not receiving the same amount of affection, of love that you should, that you believe you deserve, right? And you do deserve it. You're not getting that though, okay? And so you feel really alone and really there's a sense of feeling overwhelmed about every aspect of your life, okay? And so one thing triggers the other, and then the other triggers another thing, okay? So it kind of just goes around and around in circles. And again, it's a never ending story, okay? You find yourself in the same situations over and over again, feeling like you have no control whatsoever. Now, again, with the King of Wands here, there's this energy of you having a lot of fire within you. Okay, you're really angry. You want to take matters into your own hands. Um, you're showing up as a little fireball. Okay, you are the King of Wands. You wanna act upon this. You wanna do something about it. But again, with the Four of Swords here, you're not being allowed to, because it's not in your control. Okay, something to do with the past, something to do with, yeah, this is all connected to what the main situation that happened a while back, okay? Or, well, it could be recent for some of you, but it's something that has to do with your past, okay? Something that happened in your past, and you're like, nope, that's it. I'm done sucking it up. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and go, and go deal with this myself. However, you're being stopped, okay? This is out of your control. You have to allow things to happen in their own timing, even though it's stressing you out. But this is a time where you cross your arms and you wait and you allow the universe to just work for you. The one thing I'm going to say though is watch your thoughts. Please, you guys, watch your thoughts, because if your thoughts are mainly negative, you're only going to attract that into your life, okay? So however this turns out, try to think of the best case scenario, okay? We have, again, we're going to go in steps here, but the Temperance, okay? So be patient. Be patient, allow things to happen. You're hoping that, yeah, the Judgment, you're hoping that things will fix themselves on their own. But at the same time, there's this energy of you wanting to control the situation, because again, you have had a life where people have controlled you or had a lot of power and made decisions for you, maybe, or just, there's a lot of things that you didn't do because of other people and because of their opinion. And so now you're like, no, this is my life. I'm on my own now. I'm going to do what I decide to do. Okay. Now you are being called to just slow down. Don't rush it. Don't have the pressure of having to solve this right away. The only thing you can do, again, we have the Hangman right here, try to look at things from a different perspective. And you're probably like, okay, fuck you. No, this is my situation. I'm having a hard time here. In what way do I have to look at this, right? And I totally get it. I'm going to move my fluorite cube over here. Um, yeah, you're like, oh, what do I do? Right? I'm in this situation. I don't know what to do. It's out of my hands. It's out of my control. I want to have control over it. I'm not sleeping at night. I'm really stressed out. This shit is never ending. It keeps happening. And you feel really lost in the situation. Now, with the Hangman, try to look at things from a different perspective. Okay, like I said before, if you're looking at the worst case scenario, chances are the worst case scenario is going to show up in your life, okay? And so even though this is out of your hands, do your absolute best to be as positive as you possibly can. Guys, you have the world. Are you kidding me? You have the world here, okay? Things are changing. This is a cycle, okay? Never ending story. That's up to you. The only control that you have right now is your thoughts, okay? Your thoughts. We have thinker, we have thought here. With the Queen of Swords, somebody who is always thinking, using their intellect. They're really smart. With the Nine of Swords here, you're really thinking about this, but change your thoughts from a worst case scenario kind of thought to a best case scenario, okay? Because you have the world here. You can change things, okay? This is a cycle, this is a circle, a cycle that you have to go through. And you're like, oh my God, how many more cycles do I have to go through before I can just be happy? I know. Trust me, I know. But the sooner you learn it, the faster you'll get there, okay? So, yeah, I feel like you have a past of negative thinking, pushing yourself down, putting yourself down, talking negatively about yourself, maybe not loving yourself enough. And so this is a chance for you to, change the way things are going through your mind, okay? And through how you react to the negative situations in your life based on the thoughts that you have. I hope I'm making sense here. Now we have the egg, okay? I was actually gonna take this last, but yeah, the world and the egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Okay, you have put in the work, now you have to put in the mental work. All right? Positive thoughts. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's easier said than done, but you have the world in your hands, okay? You can change the way things are going, not physically, but mentally, okay? Let's just get some advice for you now. Use this deck. Very, very interesting energy, very chaotic. And I feel like for some of you, you're like, okay, but what do I do? Do I act upon it with like physically, or do I not? Do I do nothing like they're telling me to do? Or do I do something about it? Answer is don't do anything physical about it. Okay, don't get